How the Cock Got His Crown. A solstice story from the Miao-Tzu people in China. Once, long ago, when the world had just begun, there were 6 suns shining in the sky instead of just one. One spring the rains refused to come, and the 6 brother suns parched the earth with their great heat. The farmers of every tribe watched in great dismay as the young green shoots they had sown with such effort baked brown in the white blaze. The wise ones of a village in the west gathered with their chieftain. The chieftain's forehead was creased with worry. "Without food we shall surely die," he said. From within the crowd an old man said, "The only help for it is to shoot the suns." The chieftain's forehead relaxed. "That's it," he clapped his hands. "We must gather from all the tribes the best archers. They must shoot down the suns." Strong archers from every tribe in the land traveled to the village in the west. Their clothes were of many colors and they spoke different tongues, but all were ready to rid the sky of the dangerous brother suns. Alas, though their bows were hefty and their arrows swift, and 6 times 6 they tried, pouring sweat and grunting with exertion, not one arrow reached even halfway to the suns. The archers looked at one another in great humility. In their many languages they said, "The 6 sun brothers are too far away for our slender arrows." People drooped sadly in the terrible broil. "How can we save ourselves?" they wondered. Then suddenly, Howie, a sharp-eyed warrior from a faraway tribe, had an idea. Using his hands so that he could speak to all the people, he beckoned them to the edge of a pool of still water. There, moving ever so slightly on its surface, were reflected the 6 balls of blinding white. Howie pointed up with one hand to the heavenly suns and down with the other to the mirrored suns. Then, smiling hugely, he drew his hands together. Howie seemed to be saying that the suns in the sky and the water were the same. Howie drew his bow, but instead of shooting up into the sky, he aimed straight down into the pool. His first arrow pierced the first sun, which disappeared into the bottom of the pool. He fired again, and the second sun disappeared, then the third and the fourth and the 5th. The people whooped and cheered. Howie was shooting down the suns. When the 6th son saw what had happened to the brothers, he fled over the hill. The people fell at once into an exhausted sleep. They planned to wake the next day to sow their crops, but alas, there was no next day, for the 6th son, frightened and angry, had hidden himself deep in a cave and refused to come out. The night went on and on. The chieftain's forehead crinkled again with worry, and the wise ones gathered. "The crops will no more grow in constant darkness than they did with too much light. We must send someone to coax the sun from his hiding place," said the old man. The people first sent the tiger to the sun's cave. The tiger roared and roared for the sun to come out. He batted with his paw at the cave's door. But the sun was resolute. "Go away," he shouted. "I won't come out." The people then thought that the lowing of the cow might lure the sun. The cow begged gently outside the cave's entrance, but the sun was still sulking. "I won't come out," he yelled again. At last the people sent a cock to crow outside the hiding place of the sun. The cock puffed up his feathers. He neither asked nor begged, but simply shouted exuberantly. The sun was enchanted. "What a lovely sound," he said, and peeked out to see who could be making such music. The cock, just as pleased with his own music, strutted and crowed again and again. The sun liked cock's sounds so much he came all the way out of his cave. Sun and cock bowed to each other, and sun gave cock a present of a little red crown. Cock wears his red crown to this very day whenever he summons the sun, and even if the sun is slow in the cold time, remembering with sorrow the deaths of his brothers, he never fails to greet his feathered friend nor to light the day for the farmers who are growing their crops for the people to eat.